Hello everyone and welcome to our video series on Learn German for Beginners. In the last lesson you learned about the basic sentence structure. In this lesson we will learn more about the relationship between a subject and a verb. You can visit our page on patreon.com to get free worksheets, podcasts, transcripts, early access to our videos and more. So let's begin. Lektion 10. Once again, Lektion 10. Satzstruktur, Teil 2. Noch einmal, Satzstruktur, Teil 2. Here's an overview of what we will be learning in this lesson. We will be analyzing the three pronouns, ich, du, and sie. What is verb conjugation, and the various endings. In the end, we will do a small exercise. Let's first look at three very common sentences you have already learned. Ich heiße Martin. Wo wohnen Sie? Woher kommst du? Now let's pick up the pronouns in each of these sentences. When I'm talking about myself, ich is the pronoun for the first person. When we are talking about the second person, then we use the pronouns du and sie. These pronouns have been discussed in lesson 7. Now let's look at the verb conjugation. Here are three sentences. Just look at the pronoun and concentrate on the verb ending. Ich wohne in Berlin. Wo wohnen Sie? Wo wohnst du? In each of these sentences, the verb ending has been highlighted. The ending of all these verbs is different. These endings actually depend on the subject that you are using in the sentence. The ending with ich is I. With sie is en. With du, it's st. Let's pick up the verb once again. Wohnen. This is the infinitive form of the verb. That means the verb is not conjugated. When we conjugate this verb, it looks like this. Ich wohne. Du wohnst. Sie wohnen. The conjugation for sie is the simplest because it's the same as the infinitive form of the verb. Now let's look at another verb. Kommen. The infinitive form of the verb is kommen, and here's the conjugation. Ich komme, du kommst, sie kommen. Once again, the verb ending with ich is I, with du is st, and with sie is en. The form is same as the infinitive form. Let's come to the next verb. Heissen. The infinitive form of the verb is heißen. When we conjugate, we have ich heiße, du heißt, sie heißen. You must have noticed that in the conjugation for du, s is missing. This is because heißen already has an s sound. Therefore, when you conjugate it, you just add t and not an st. Coming to the next verb. Sprechen. This is the infinitive form, and here's the conjugation. Ich spreche, du sprichst, sie sprechen. Here you must have noticed the conjugation with du, that we do not only have an ending of st, but also I changes to I. This is because sprechen is an irregular verb. We will be dealing with irregular verbs in a separate video. Now let's come to an exercise. Übung. You will have to conjugate the verb and fill in the blanks. Here's the first sentence. The verb is wohnen. First, you should look at the subject, ich. Now conjugate the verb according to the subject. Your answer should be Ich wohne in Paris. Here's the next sentence. And the verb is kommen. The subject in this sentence is Sie. So your answer should be Kommen Sie aus den USA? Let's now move on to the next sentence. In this one, the subject is du and the verb is sprechen. So when you conjugate the verb according to the subject, your answer should be Sprichst du Englisch? Hope you remember that the conjugation here is a bit different. Very good. Now let's summarize what we have learned. There are various pronouns in the German language. Ich, du and sie are some of them. Other pronouns will be done in a different video. The verb is conjugated according to the subject in the sentence. The ending for ich is e, for du is st, and for sie is en. There are some different types of verbs known as irregular verbs, which we will be learning later. If you want to practice what you have learned today, you can download a free worksheet from our page on patreon.com. You can also gain access to our transcripts by becoming a $1 patron and to our podcasts by becoming a $5 patron. Danke! Thanks for watching this video. If you liked this video, do give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you still haven't. You can click on the bell to receive notifications whenever we upload a new video. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave them in the comments section below. Tschüss! Auf Wiedersehen!